Picture this, three brothers, standing over the ruins of a war they just won, about to divide the entire universe between them. The sky. The sea. The underworld. And instead of fighting over it, they left it to chance, drawing lots to decide who ruled what. Meet the brothers. Zeus, ambitious, hot-tempered, and born to lead. Poseidon, powerful, proud, and never fond of playing second fiddle. And Hades, quiet, reserved, the brother people rarely talked about unless they had to. Sons of Cronus and Rhea. But none of them started out as kings. Before the thrones, before the kingdoms, before any of this, they had one enormous problem. Their father. Cronus had heard a prophecy that one of his own children would overthrow him, just as he had overthrown his own father. So he came up with a horrifying solution. Every time one of his children was born, he swallowed them whole. Hestia. Demeter. Hera. Hades. Poseidon. One after another. Only the youngest, Zeus, escaped. His mother, Rhea, secretly hid him away on the island of Crete, where he grew up far from his father's reach. When Zeus came of age, he returned, not to reunite with his family, but to overthrow the king of the Titans. He forced Cronus to free the children he had swallowed, reunited with his brothers and sisters, and together they declared war on the Titans. The conflict became known as the Titanomachy, and according to Greek myth, it raged for 10 long years. During the war, Zeus freed the Cyclopes from imprisonment, and in gratitude they forged divine weapons for the three brothers. Zeus received the thunderbolt. Poseidon, the trident. Hades, the helm of darkness. Armed with these gifts, the Olympians finally defeated the Titans. Most of the defeated Titans were imprisoned in Tartarus, while others met different fates. The old order had fallen. Now the victors had to decide how to rule the universe. You'd expect this to be the moment everything fell apart. Three brothers. Unlimited power. An entire cosmos waiting to be claimed. Surely they'd turn on each other next. But they didn't. Instead, they drew lots. Rather than fighting over who ruled what, they trusted chance to divide creation itself. When the lots had been cast, Zeus received the sky. Poseidon inherited the sea. And Hades became ruler of the underworld. 3 realms. 3 kings. One decision that would shape every Greek myth that followed. Let's start with Zeus. The heavens became his domain, clouds, storms, thunder, lightning, everything above the earth. His thunderbolt became the symbol of his power, the very weapon that helped win the war. But Zeus' authority extended beyond the sky. He became king of the Olympian gods and the highest authority among both gods and mortals. The 3 brothers ruled separate kingdoms, but Zeus was recognized as the chief ruler of Olympus. Then came Poseidon. His kingdom stretched across every sea, river, and ocean. With his trident, he could calm the waters or unleash devastating storms. But the sea wasn't his only responsibility. The ancient Greeks also worshipped him as the earth shaker, believing he caused earthquakes whenever he struck the ground with his trident. Unpredictable seas. Shaking earth. It suited a god whose temper could change as quickly as the tides. And finally, Hades. His kingdom was the underworld, the realm of the dead. Today, many people picture him as the Greek version of the devil, but that's not how the ancient Greeks saw him. Hades wasn't the embodiment of evil, nor was he a tempter of souls. His role was to rule the dead, ensure the natural order was maintained, and keep the boundary between the living and the dead intact. He rarely left his own kingdom and was less a villain than the solemn guardian of an unavoidable part of existence. So what about the earth itself? With the sky, sea, and underworld divided, who ruled the land where humans actually lived? Surprisingly, no one. The earth, along with Mount Olympus, remained shared territory. It belonged to none of the brothers alone. The gods could all move freely there, making it common ground rather than part of any single kingdom. On paper, the division looked perfectly balanced. 3 brothers. 3 realms. But equality didn't always mean equal influence. As king of the Olympians, Zeus gradually became the central authority among the gods, and not everyone accepted that arrangement forever. In one famous myth, Poseidon joined other Olympian gods in a conspiracy to overthrow Zeus himself. The lottery had divided the universe peacefully, but it hadn't erased rivalry between the brothers. The sky. The sea. The world below. One war ended. 3 kingdoms began. But peace among the sons of Cronus would never last forever. If you want to see how the gods themselves nearly started another divine civil war, hit subscribe. That story gets even wilder.